Chop. We're back on TV. Right. My next guest is a very funny comedian. He's also a filmmaker. His latest film, Tomorrow Night, just premiered at the Sundance Film Festival. Let's take a look.
I'm very lonely. And I miss having a man.
I see.
I think we've all had that happen to us. Please welcome our buddy, Louis C.K.
Nobody wants to. Hey.
Congratulations on the film, Sundance Film Festival.
Yeah, thanks.
Were you there with all the groovy people?
Yeah,
did they love it?
It was great. And we're going to the South by Southwest Festival in Austin.
They don't make stuff up just to impress us.
No, no.
Is this a real? I haven't heard of that one, but it's a real.
Yeah,
festival.
yeah, it's in Austin in March, something or other. But Sundance was really. It was funny because you're in the movie.
That's right. I did know that. You can't.
Yeah.
You got footage of me while I was sleeping.
That's right.
I didn't know about it.
Well, he tells a joke in the movie where he just comes out. The characters in the movie go to the show, and Conan comes out and he says, "Hey, did you hear what happened to the president? Boy, is he in trouble." And then the crowd goes crazy.
Right.
Of course.
We were sort of parodying lame talk shows.
Yeah, so we filmed this.
Okay.
So we shot it way back in April, and then we showed it at Sundance, and it was the day after the whole Monica Lewinsky thing broke. And Conan comes out on film and says, "Look, the president's in trouble." So it was really weird.
And people just thought, man, he's good.
Wow, you shot that yesterday. Yeah.
That guy knows what's going on.
Yeah.
You know, people don't know the backstory, of course. You're a successful stand-up comedian, a filmmaker. You used to work on our show.
Yeah.
And I kind of feel bad now sometimes because I feel like I don't know a lot about you. I really know nothing about your childhood.
Oh, you mean like personally?
Yeah.
Well, you know, a lot of people ask me. You know, I get the same question from a lot of people. A lot of people ask me, what is it like growing up Chinese? And I always tell them that for me, growing up Chinese was really weird, you know, because nobody in my neighborhood was Chinese, and neither am I.
So it was a strange thing for you.
Yeah.
It was a hard time. Now, don't laugh at him.
Actually, I grew up in Portland, Oregon, or Maine, or whatever, it doesn't matter. And
well, you've drawn me in, pal. Yeah.
My father owned a store when I was growing up, and it failed. It went down because it was kind of too specific a store, you know. He sold only clothes for little girls to wear to funerals, you know. So.
Well, sometimes it would come in handy, but just not that much.
I used to tell him sell gum or something also.
Well, you know, you do a lot of comedy, and you know, correct me if I'm wrong, but you do a lot of comedy about small human events. You're not one of those news guys, right?
No, I don't really care for the most part about the news.
You don't read the news and do your jokes about it?
Not really.
What kinds of stuff are you into?
Well, the only thing I've noticed about this president oral sex stuff is that people talk about Hillary and they feel sorry for her. They're like, oh, maybe she doesn't know, or maybe she's afraid to say, and she knows. I think she's a really strong woman, and I like to think that she's not only does she know, but like I like to think that while Monica's doing that to Bill, that Hillary's right there going, yeah, come on, get in there, do it, you know. She's like, that's your president, come on, you know. Like she's into it.
She's take charge.
Yeah, she's an active
That's the only thing, take charge and a control freak.
Yeah, she's not a victim.
Yeah, that wasn't in any way bad. Now, what kind of stuff, if you're not into the news, like what kind of stuff are you into? What stuff out there?
I like to watch animal shows.
Animal shows.
Because there's no scandal with the zebras, you know, they're just hanging out and...
Right.
Sometimes I think, you know those animal shows, like sometimes I think the narrator's getting bored and he's just making the things up, you know? Because he gets so elaborate, he's like, and now the lion tells the lioness that they must move to the next watering hole because the dry season is approaching and the young must be protected. I'm like, well, I think he's just smelling her ass. You know? not that complicated.
That's another theory
Yeah.
you could have. Now, we had someone's gonna tune in midway through Louis' story and not know what he's talking about.
I just thought that then there's another line that's going, go on, get it in there.
Smell that ass! Come on, do it! Now, we had Bob Costas out here.
Yeah.
And we made him display a special talent. I understand you have a very special talent.
Yeah, oh, actually, well, yes. I can take any song title and tell you what the opposite of that title would be. So,
Okay,
like, here,
this
try
sounds interesting.
just say any song title and I'll tell you what the opposite is.
Okay, the Cars tune, Let the Good Times Roll.
Let the good times roll. Make the good times behave.
This is nice. This is good. What about that Rolling Stones song, Mother's Little Helper?
Father's large hindrance.
I think, why are you wasting your time in film and stand-up when you can just
I
get
could be
cash
doing
for
that.
this? Yeah, you could turn this into
Make a lot
a
of
huge
money.
corporation.
Definitely.
You're a big fan of classic rock.
Yeah,
That's probably...
I love old songs like Carry On. You know that song? It goes like, carry on my wayward son. You know that song? It's like,
Yeah, I do, yeah.
don't you cry no more. Then there's that part that goes, table.
I gotta listen to that song again.
Great. Great song.
Where are you living right now? You living here in the city?
Yeah, I
What's
live
going
in
on?
Greenwich Village, and it's nice there. I have some trouble with the stores in my neighborhood. Like every time I get in trouble when I go, like there's a store next door to me where they sell film, and I went to buy a roll of film, and I was kind of in a hurry, and the guy in there is sort of weird, and he says to me, you know, if you pay for the developing now, I'll give you an 8% discount. And I was like, no, I don't need it. And he says, why not? I didn't have a reason, you know, so I just went, oh, because I'm not going to have it developed here. And he goes, why not? So now he's like insulted, you know, so I'm trying to think. I just said, well, because I'm going to France tomorrow. Now I'm lying to a total stranger that I'm going to France. And he wouldn't let it go. He says, well, you can bring your film here when you get back from France. I was like, well, no, because I'm going there for like 2 years. See, now I can't even walk past the store for 2 years.
That's terrible.
Yeah.
Well, I don't want to end on a down note like that. I want to end on something something happy, something uplifting. Is there any words of advice you want to give to people before we end?
Here's what I would say would make the world a better place. I think there's too many negative stereotypes, like racial stereotypes that are negative. I think it's so we should have stereotypes, but make them nice, you know? Have like positive stereotypes that are also false, but nice, you know? Things like, you know, those Jewish people, they can fly, you know? Or like, like, you know what they say about those Mexicans? They're made of candy.
Let's get to work on this. That's his message. That's all he wants. You're at Cobb's Comedy Club in San Francisco.
Next weekend, yeah.
February 19th through the 22nd.
This weekend I'm at Catch Rising Star in New York City.
Okay. Anything else you'd like to mention?
Yeah.
All right. Louis, thank you very much. Hilarious, as always.
Thanks.
Best of luck with everything.
Thank you.
Louis C.K. Salt and Pepper coming up. We'll be right back. We're coming up tomorrow night. Tomorrow night's going to be a great show. That's right, John Tesh is going to be with us. When I said it was a great show, you knew John Tesh was coming. From Saturday Night Live, Darrell Hammond's going to be here, a very funny guy. And from MTV, Matt Pinfield will be here. So check out that show. It's going to be Tesh Mania. We're going to take a break. When we come back, Salt and Pepper will perform.